Hello, boys and girls. This is Miss Pelifig, and I'm just going to demonstrate with you today about doing our monochromatic self-portrait. We did this last Friday, and you will do it again this Friday, but I thought it might be good for you if you wanted to use some of your other pieces of paper to practice. So we're going to get a chance to practice by doing one together. So I have my square piece of paper here. I'm going to first try to imagine or do my ghost writing about where my chin might be, my neck might be, maybe my shoulders, and then the type of hair that I might create. Okay, I have my materials are all here. I have my thick black marker, if you have one, and my Sharpie. I also have my pastels. So I'm going to get those out. I'm going to get out my crayons so I can look at the colors that I want to make. Miss Mango said you also had colored pencils. So I'd like you to get those out as well. And I also have my thicker markers if you'd like to use those as well. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is pick out a hue of colors. And remember, the hue are similar colors that go together. So I'm going to choose the hue of yellow, orange, and red. They're all on the same side of the color wheel and have similar hues. Then I will pick out the colored pencils that are similar. So I have red, orange, and yellow. And then I might pick out crayons as well that are red, orange, and yellow. I am not going to get out any other markers or pencils. It's very important that we stay monochromatic because like that painting we saw of Van Gogh, he was monochromatic. All the colors were in the same spectrum. So you may think, oh, I have brown hair, but you're going to want to keep it all monochromatic. It's not going to really look like you. It's going to be an expression or interpretation of you. So I'm going to put away my pastels and my pencils, and I'm just going to have out what three colors I'm going to be using. All right, let's start the drawing now. And I'm going to start first with my chin. So I'm going to just kind of see how long I want my chin. And I'm going to now taper it down to be kind of an oval or half of an oval. Then I'm going to do my neck, and the neck has some curved lines like this. And then I'm going to do my shoulders, and my shoulders are going to go like this. And I'm thinking I'm going to do like a V-neck on my shirt, and then my shoulder on that side. All right, so then I'm going to start with my eyes. And, you know, if I think about it being, it's probably going to be halfway, if I imagine the top of my head, halfway between the top of my head and my chin. And I'm going to go around and then around. And then I'm going to make another curved line and another curved line. Now, remember when I did those eyes, this time I think I might do my eyes looking up. It's interesting when you do those circles, they really change the expression of the drawing. And then I'm going to do what we might call a little highlight. Okay. And then I'm going to do my pupil. So I'm not going to color that little spot right there, but I'll color the rest. And then I might do some eyebrows. And I want to think about how this person, me, might be feeling. So I might do a few eyelashes. And eyelashes don't go perfectly on there. Might draw that line again, make that top line a little thicker, and then do some more eyelashes. Now, your mouth, when you start thinking about your mouth, that really is going to show your emotion, so how you're feeling. So I think with my mouth, I might make a curved line like this, and then maybe an open mouth like that. Okay, and then now I can fit in my nose. And then we had talked about, with my hair, it's not all one piece. So here's where I'm going to start to get some of this other marker in there. And I'm going to make some thicker lines. Not too many thick lines because I want the color to show through. So then I'm going to use some of my thin marker and really just try to make it look like hair that's moving, and even have some come forward in front of me. Okay, so now I'm going to be thinking about how I'd like to color it. Now, remember, in the eyes, we're going to leave those white. And then on the face, we're only going to use colored pencil. We're not going to use the pastel or the marker because it'll make the face too dark. We can use the pastel and the marker on the outside of our picture. I think I'm going to add one more line that way. It looks a little big. Okay, so now I'm going to think about how I can show some contour. So I'm going to color in my face a little bit with some yellow. And you might be thinking, my face is not yellow. I don't have yellow in my face. Well, that's why we're calling this a monochromatic, is that it's an interpretation of how we think we would look or be colored. And it really does look great when you keep all the same colors, throughout the whole picture. So I'm just going to color in a little bit right there, and then maybe use some more yellow, blending my colors. See that? Remember the last time I used purple. This time I'm just trying out some red and yellow. Okay. And then I might do some red on my eyes. Now I don't have red eyes, I know that, but I'm going to color them red because they're all going to be the same color. Okay, so I'm going to use some of this in my hair as well. Okay, and notice how I'm shading things with my colored pencil. And I can go darker with my colored pencil by pressing harder, and I can go lighter if I do it soft. So there I go with making it a little bit more, keeping that yellow tone, blending the colors and using the shade of the darkness of the pencil. Okay, so let's see. Whoops. Okay, and I might even be able to keep some of my mouth. Let's see if I could blend in. See how I did a little bit of orange, and then I picked up some of the yellow to make it kind of blend in a little more. Okay, now I'm going to get my pastel. And with the pastel, you're going to see how much darker you can get it when you're doing pastel, because it really goes down more than the colored pencil. Okay, now I'm going to do some orange. And see, I can go right over that color and blend in the color. Okay. Now, I'm going to now finish it off with some yellow. And the yellow really is going to make it all blend in. Notice I'm not doing my hair brown, even though I have brown hair. I'm going to keep it all one color. Okay. Now for my shirt, well, let me do my neck. I'm just going to do some yellow there. And then with my orange, kind of blend in to give a little texture. And then now I'm going to make some designs that my shirt might have. And just kind of blend that in there. And pastel, these oil pastels are great for going right on top of the other colors because they blend so nicely. Okay, now one thing I noticed when I saw some of your submissions from last Friday is that a lot of you left the outside plain. We are going to color everything on this whole thing. The only part that will be white is the eyes. So I'm going to do some, maybe this time I might do some spirals. Okay, so I'm going to do different colored spirals all the way on the outside. You could do lines. Remember all those different shapes that we were practicing when we were doing our other art? You could do checkers. You could do spirals, dots, lines, diagonal lines, anything you like for a design. But the more that you give it something, some other shape for the background, will be more interesting for your piece. Okay, so there I have my spirals. And now I'm going to use the, I think I'll use the crayon this time. And I'm just going to color the whole background. And I'm going to go in one direction the whole time because I want to keep it consistent. So notice how only one direction. I can even pull some of this pastel over a little bit and it blends, and that works. Just another way to practice your medium. And you might want to put a piece of paper underneath, but I clean my table a lot, so, and it's not a nice wooden table that you might be using at home and need to be more careful. But I'm going to notice how I'm not leaving any white at all, keeping it all colored. The only part will be that whites of your eyes. Okay, now I'm going to need to color something for the middle of the mouth, and I think I'll do it red because it kind of looks like lips, or it could be, you know, just a darker color in the inside of my mouth. And then I might go over it with a little orange just to blend it a little bit. Maybe color in some more here. See if I could do some of my face by blending a little bit. Okay, looks like I'm getting a lot of this colored in, and I can just go over. I'm not going to leave any white, so I'm just going over and making it solid and blended. Okay, so there we go. There is another attempt at my monochromatic self-portrait. Good luck, give it a try, and we'll be doing it again on Friday together. Thank you for listening. Bye.